I am one of the owners of Broken Top Farm. We raise lots of Nigerian dwarf goats and other critters. And I got started into goats when I was 8 years old, and I worked on a farm back in Wisconsin. And I've had goats ever since. So I had to sell them all for college. And when we moved out here, I knew that I needed goats and I wanted more goats right away. So as soon as we bought the house, we bought goats at the same time. And that's led us where we are now.
I run Broken Top Farm with my wife, Abby. When I'm not running the farm, I am an analytical chemist for a pharmaceutical company, and I'm also in grad school for manufacturing engineering. Growing up, I was able to learn ins and outs of farming from my parents' experience growing up on farms, but I never had it myself. When I met Abby in 2019, she kind of filled me in on the goat realm, showing and breeding and giving me a little bit of insight into her background with it. And then after we got married and started looking for houses, we were looking for properties with a little bit of land and a barn that could hold some goats because we knew we were going to be getting into them. And all of a sudden we went from no goats to 3 goats to 31 goats in less than a year.
Come on! I guess it's a trick and I know it. Still way up there by the tree. Since my main goals are based around performance and management and how well the goats do at competitions, the obstacles kind of fall into that place as well. And I overcome them by making sure that I have hands-on management every day and seeing how they do at the shows that we do go to and how they are performing on different milk tests that they're enrolled in. And then I can base my genetics and our breeding plans off of that.
Since the goats are primarily Abby's niche, she sets most of the goals for them. My goal really is to just maintain healthy animals, whether that be the goats, the chickens, the kittens, or the pups. We just want to keep them all healthy here.
Day-to-day life on the farm has a lot of routine, and the animals know that. They're always waiting. So we wake up, we get bottles ready, feed the babies, fill the hay feeders, give them clean water, and milk the girls. And we go about living our day-to-day life, come back at night and do it all over again.
When time allows, we like to create products and as well as make our products for markets and our Etsy shop. Our name, Broken Top Farm, was inspired by our favorite mountain in the Cascades, Broken Top. Our logo was designed to incorporate both a visual representation of a mountain as well as our farm name in a simplistic yet modern fashion.
There are 3 competitions that we do with the goats. The first is milk tests, in which we milk them out. We send the samples to a lab and they're judged on a national database and compared to other animals. The second is called linear appraisal, in which the goats are individually looked at, compared to a scorecard, and given their scores. And the third is showing, which is more competitive and includes people signing up their animals to come in and looking at the scorecard. They're placed in order of merit and given awards appropriately. The scorecard consists of 4 different categories, and they're all based around the concept of a dairy animal that will have a high producing and long lifetime. So the first category is body capacity, and generally you just want an animal that's large and strong. The second is dairy strength, and you want a feminine animal without sacrificing the power behind her and the ability to milk. And the third is general appearance. So when you look at the animal, you want them to catch your eye, you want them to have an overall general strong appearance. And the final is mammary system, which is that udder, the components, how much they're milking and how easily they're milking.
Some of the products that we make here on Broken Top Farm are bath bombs, chapsticks, soaps, and dog treats. We use our chicken eggs and goat milk for dog treats, and our goat milk goes into most of our other products. My primary responsibility during show season is to promote and sell our products at local markets around Central Oregon, as well as garner traction to our farm by interacting with the local crowd.
Moving from the Midwest to the Pacific Northwest was a little bit intimidating, not knowing anybody in the community or in the goat world, but both have been very welcoming. The community supports our products, they love the animals and the farm, and the goat world I've met a lot of friends and a lot of mentors, and that's just within the first year, so I'm excited to see where it goes from here.
In both the farming and goat communities, our approach is based in education as well as inclusivity.
So far, I'm happy to say that just in this first year as Broken Top Farm, we've done very good. We've done a lot of competitions and a lot of shows, and we've had about 10 animals that have ranged from reserve grand champion to grand champion, and most exciting is a doe that was born right here on the farm got best in show, which means that out of all the animals that arrived that day, she was the best one. I think my best piece of advice would be to make sure that you know that this is a lifestyle and it takes some commitment. You have to be there every day for the animals and put your heart into the different programs. But if you find a strong partner and a good mentor, it would be very rewarding.
My advice to somebody in this position would be first to find a community of individuals who share similar beliefs and values. Second, to adjust your perspective to expect the unexpected. And third, to simply enjoy the chaos.